Well, next month will mark 1 year of Russia's war on Ukraine. Recently, President Joe Biden announced the U.S. will send Abrams tanks to Ukraine to push back Russian forces. Following that announcement, concerns started rising after top Ukrainian officials were fired or resigned amid alleged corruption scandals. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports on officials who are reassuring lawmakers that the U.S. support for Ukraine is not ending up in the wrong hands.
In a Senate Foreign Relations hearing, the primary focus was on combating Russia's aggression long term, specifically with Ukraine.
We will continue to support your heroic efforts to achieve victory. We will stand with you as your fight for your homeland against a dictator trying to erase your nation by force.
Since the war began, the U.S. has provided billions in military and humanitarian aid. And during this hearing, officials from the State Department and the Department of Defense are reassuring senators that the assistance the U.S. is providing is getting to the right hands. The New York Times reporting several top Ukrainian officials were fired a couple days ago amid a corruption scandal. The Times reports of allegations that Ukraine's military had agreed to pay inflated prices for food meant for their troops. The Times report says there was no sign that the scandal involved any misappropriation of Western military assistance. U.S. officials are praising Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for trying to weed out any corruption.
President Zelensky's decision this week to fire and accept the resignations of officials suspected of corruption sends a strong signal of Ukraine's own resolve in this regard.
This alleged corruption scandal comes at a time when the U.S. and others have announced they're sending tanks to Ukraine, something Zelensky has asked Western countries for to push back Russian forces. The DoD says they have always prioritized accountability.
The U.S. government has not seen credible evidence of any diversion of U.S.-provided weapons outside of Ukraine. Instead, we see Ukraine's frontline units effectively employing security assistance every day on the battlefield.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp reporting.